Mingalabar Kamya, I'm Angus Watson with the top stories for DVB. Some 10,000 Karen would-be voters have been disenfranchised after Burma's election commission announced that 102 villages in Burma's east are too dangerous for polling to go ahead. The upcoming general election has been postponed indefinitely in one quarter of Karen State's 400 village tracts due to security concerns. The decision will leave parliamentary seats unfilled across both houses of Union Parliament and Karen State's regional legislature. The villages in question include Pa'an and Kokorate districts and are in areas under control by Mon and Karen ethnic armed groups. Meanwhile, European Union observers have arrived in Burma ahead of the historic November vote. 9 analysts of the core team arrived in Rangoon over the weekend. 30 long-term observers are set to arrive on the 7th of October and will begin their work halfway through that month. A further 62 short-term observers will join them closer to the polling date. Earlier today, a spokesman for the UN mission insisted that the experts would take a passive role, with no mandate to criticize the process as it remains ongoing.
So we are not, to be blunt, we're not telling any government or any election management body in any country where an election observation mission of the EU is being deployed. We're not telling any of those entities basically how to conduct the elections.
Australian-New Zealand banking group will open its first Burmese branch on Friday after receiving the final regulatory approval. Last year, the Burmese government granted 9 foreign banks coveted licenses to operate on a limited basis. ANZ are the last of that group of 9 to make good on the opportunity extended to banks from the Asia-Pacific region, following Maybank and the Industrial Commercial Bank of China, which opened branches in Burma this year. The head of international banking at ANZ said entering Burma was the final step in the group's plan to deepen its presence in the greater Southeast Asian region. A campaign titled We Are Myanmar is taking a message of social harmony to the streets with a leaflet campaign backed by American aid. The Center for Youth and Social Harmony is distributing leaflets door-to-door and at busy intersections, in an effort to promote racial and religious coexistence and equality. The group said there is no time to waste in stamping out hate speech with Burma's general election looming, and that they will continue to speak out against the perceived use of race and religious division for political point scoring.
ကျမအနေနဲ့ပြောရမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့နိုင်ငံအတွက်ကောင်းမှုရည်ရွယ်လာရဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အားလုံးရဲ့တစ်စိတ်တစ်ဝမ်းထဲမှာဘာသာရေးဆိုတဲ့အမြင်ကိုမထည့်ဘဲနဲ့နိုင်ငံကောင်းမှုတည်တံ့ကိုသာပြောဆိုရင်းနဲ့မဲဆွယ်ကြစီလိုပါတယ်
You can find more on all of today's stories at dvb.no. Bye for now.